again to another episode of the Tactical Show. Today we got another Tomahawk. This is the Cold Steel Trailhawk. 19.1 inch handle. Blade length itself is 2¼ inches. The top of the hawk going across is 6½ inches. Couldn't find the weight. I'm guessing 1.5 pounds, something like that. Nice hickory handle. Now that ain't the stock color. I did stain that myself. It was a super bright, it was unstained, so it was like bright white wood. So I did that just to make it look a little cooler. And to help smooth out the handle. I did sand it a little bit, and then I did that just to make it a little smoother. Because it was a little rough, just not too bad. No sheath. That's lame. Hey, they gave you a plastic little thingy there. Awesome. I'm glad they did that at least, right? Ooh. But I shouldn't complain because the price is right. Retails for $40. You can get it for about $27. I'm sure they make an aftermarket sheath that costs half as much as the damn hawk does. I'd rather just try to make myself one or something like that. Or somebody I know that makes sheaths should start making sheaths for Tomahawks. That'd be cool. You know who you are. Yeah. Okay, first up, we'll test the initial sharpness. I gotta say right out the box, it feels better than my Spike Hawk was. That thing was like ultra dull, but I did hook it up and it's a lot better. Let's try this out. Try some push cuts. Make sure we can get this in the screen. Yeah. Oh boy, here we go again. Another frickin' dull tool. Awesome. Yeah. Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. Shit. It's kind of close. Oh well. Well, let's go beat on this puppy. Now, we're going to try out this hammer end first. I'm more of a spike guy, but I can see a couple of things that this would do that the spike wouldn't, but vice versa. There's things the spike can do that the hammer can't. But we're just going to smash it with the hammer end, this dead stump. It's pretty rotten, so it should just go pretty quickly. Probably should be doing this one hand. My arm's still healing. I just felt that. Yeah, I don't want to screw it up more, right? Doing some damage though. Okay, one of my test logs. We're just going to hit it on something a little harder. See what kind of indention it does to it. We'll just do it one-handed. Yeah, not too bad. I'll do a couple spots. Yeah. I can see where this would do some freaking damage. Okay, there's the damage from the hammer strikes. That one was pretty deep. And that one there. Now we'll just do 10 chops. See what it does. One-handed again. Some bad hits. I feel the power though. Just my aim was a little shitty. Close up. It's pretty deep actually. Such a little blade though. Well, it's kind of a big log too, but yeah, not bad for the size of the head. Let's see how far I can stick this in going with the grain. One-handed again. Ooh, pretty nice. It does feel a little bit sharper than my Spike Hawk. Yeah, that's actually going in pretty damn good. Lot of power, 19-inch handle, man. Generates lots of power. Now, one thing I think the hammer has an edge over the spike one is you could baton this. If you did get it stuck in wood or something, you could pound it down in extra. Or you could just baton with it if you had to. If you didn't want to chop, or see if I can get this started at least. Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. Everything's slippery. So I don't really want to chop with it in my hand. Okay. Check out my baton. What? It's the only thing that was kind of close. stand up to do this. Wow, this is slippery. You know, it's not going that good. That, my left arm's freaking still weak. I think this baton is a hair bit too big. Well, it's going. There we go. Yeah. Just do another piece real quick. Screw it, that was easy. Just gonna do 10 chops diagonal, see what it does. Aim nice and low, that way we're not hitting the other spots. Wow. Yeah. Lots of power. Wow. Took the gloves off too. Shit, was that 7? Damn it. Start talking, now I forget. 9, 10. That was a bad hit. Take a close up. Not too bad. It's actually hitting really hard. I think I forgot to mention, this is 1055 carbon steel. I get forgetful sometimes, but yeah. Whoops. That ain't it. Yeah. No problem doing stuff like this. And I've overswung a couple times and hit that hickory handle. It's been no problem. Do a couple downward strikes on this stump. Yeah, man, such a little head. It hits hard. Yeah, I know, that's what she said joke. Yeah. So that went pretty well. Not a bad little hawk, especially for the money. And it does, like I said 20 times, it does generate a lot of power. It definitely does. And the hammer worked pretty good. The one reason, you know, oh, it's a hammer, which I don't think it's a big deal, even if you had a spike, because you could use the side for a hammer, unless you had to get into a tight spot. And then that's when I see when that would be more important. But you know me, I still go with the spike. But this ain't bad. The sharpness was but all that power, it didn't matter because it's concentrated on a small spot. So it really sunk in well and hit hard. Their hickory held up excellent. Overswung a couple times on that one stump, especially with the hammer. Maybe a little dent, but barely. I mean, I can just feel it. You can barely even see it. But like nothing. Gloves, it is too slippery. You know, it's not bad, it's passable, but for me it's too slippery. Barehanded is the way to go on the wood. But I do like it a lot and would recommend it, especially for the money. It is a bummer, no sheath, but 27 bucks. Come on, man, that's pretty cool. I'd probably at least give it a solid 6.5, if not 6 3/4. It's definitely a good hawk and worth the money. Thanks as always for checking out my vid. Until the next time we meet.